Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Nuclear Throne No Music Mode. Hell yeah, music. Let's random. Fish. I will play fish. I would normally re-roll fish, because I'm not a big fish fan. I never use his right click. You should use his right click. No, I don't think I'm going to. I have, 2,000 hours of Enter the Gungeon memory to fight where it actually gives you iframes. It does not give you iframes. It's also hard to control, because you kind of bounce off of walls and whatnot. So instead, hey, double crossbow. Instead, I will not use the right click, and I will instead try to live until we hit the Ultra and get gun warrant, and then go to town with like a super plasma cannon at the beginning of every level and then have a good time, and I'll probably take the guitar, which is why I took long arms, because I love Fish's guitar. If there's one melee weapon in this entire game that I love more than any other, it's the guitar. Kong, 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 kong. So be prepared for some konging. We're gonna have a konging good time as soon as we hit the loop. So Fish can't roll? He can roll, I just don't like his roll. Connie says, I assume there's a reason you never play on hard. All right. Hope everyone's prepared for a hard mode run after this, courtesy of Connie, who's apparently never seen hard mode runs in Nuclear Throne. You are on the other side of a wall, my dude. Connie, if you've never seen a hard mode Nuclear Throne run, you're in for a treat. I will probably play steroids. Is that gonna break? I'm okay fighting horror, especially with a crossbow. I will take Scarier Face. There's an SMG. We do not have good accuracy, so I will skip. It's been recommended to me, by the way, that one good way of killing horror is just using the sewer grate. Because when you break the sewer grate, all the enemies on the floor die. So all we need to do is just find horror, hit the sewer grate, and then horror dies, and then we don't have to actually, deal with the nonsense of fighting horror. So let's try that. Yep, horror's dead. And all of the rads come to you for free. Beautiful. Well, that works exceptionally well. Thank you, whoever gave me that tip, because that was a great tip. Trigger fingers is a necessity. We've got a good run starting here. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Do not need a screwdriver, though. I do love walking in. That's another screwdriver. It's the third screwdriver. I do love walking into the level and just immediately destroying everything with the explosions from this floor. I think I've heard you complain about hard mode once, says Connie. Jaxie Pent says, note to self, to get Abe to do something, just challenge him. Hey, I'm challenged every day! I don't need you to help me. No, no. What's with the number of assassins? No. Get out of here, assassin. Okay. Destroy the trap. Bazooka. I mean, if we're going grenade launcher, you might as well go bazooka, right? Connie says, doesn't seem to work with BCDD20T. I've already beaten BCDD20T. I don't need to beat it again. I beat it every day. I could beat it with my eyes closed. I could beat it with no hands. No, stop shooting your fire. plasma rifle. We do have energy brain. I guess we'll take it. Sure. Until Gungeon 2 comes out. I don't really like these, but I'll take second stomach. I've been getting more and more excited about it, even over just like the one day since the announcement. But I'm realizing, you know what? I haven't been playing a lot of Gungeon lately. You know, I've kind of retired. You son of a gun. It'll be a good excuse to jump back into the game that I've loved. Well, except it'll be a new game with blackjack and hookers. No, that's Exit the Gungeon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I need to replace this plasma rifle. It is a bad weapon. We'll take extra feet. What a horrible sound effect that was of like someone pitter-pattering in the distance. Yeah, plasma is not a very good rifle weapon or gun weapon. It makes for a very good cannon weapon though. So I'm gonna replace it with the assault slugger, which is miles better. Super bazooka. Really? Let's take wave gun super bazooka. Everyone loves super bazooka. Ow! If not, you should. Woo! Don't need that. Jaxie Pants says, I don't know what BCDD 20T is, but there's no way you could beat it with your eyes closed. BCDD 20T. The hardest mode in Gungeon. Completely unfair in all respects. So in other words, everyone's favorite mode. That's why I love the Super Bazooka. Little Hunter. Little who? Quadruple machine gun. No. No. Potok 3, welcome. How's it going today? I finally have free time. Hell yeah. Thank you for spending your free time with me. Okay, goodness gracious. We're not trying to kill ourselves this time, so I'm gonna kill you and you. Who's left? Ooh. Assault slugger, auto shotgun, lightning pistol. Kind of like the wave gun, honestly. It's pretty efficient. Good at clearing rooms pretty quickly. Need those rads. That's it. These floors go real fast when all the enemies teleport to you and you kill them very quickly. What do we need here? This is our last mutation. Back muscle gives us basically double maximum ammo capacity. Rabbit's Paw gives you more drops on the ground. Strong Spirit, prevent death once recharges at full health in the next zone. Better accuracy. So, back muscle's always good. You're always gonna need bullets, but we have long arms if we go with the guitar / later energy sword. We probably don't need back muscle. We would prefer to have Rabbit's Paw for the more drops. It also synergizes with Second Stomach. Also, as fish, you get more ammo from drops, so you probably don't need back muscle as much. Strong Spirit's always good to keep you alive if you get into a bad situation, but we already have 12 HP. Eagle Eyes, usually unnecessary. I'm gonna go with Rabbit's Paw. But I don't really think there's a wrong decision there. I think any of those could have worked. I'm just gonna take kind of just what I like. Potok says, "It's an honor to spend time distinguished with such company." I'm eating ice cream and I can't type. I was just talking about this the other day. I would love to go to the store and pick up some like vanilla ice cream and put it in the freezer so that I could make milkshakes. I have a blender, I have milk. What I do not have is the ice cream necessary to make a milkshake. But I freaking love milkshakes, man. And I've been in the mood lately. And someone can tell me how their milkshakes bring all the boys to the yard. Last time I checked, I'm a boy. Cough, cough. Mud, welcome. Busted lurking. Busted. Connie says, I don't think I've ever had a milkshake. Wait, really? They're freaking delicious. It's just like ice cream you drink. Go eat a milkshake. That's not even like meant to be an insult. Go eat a milkshake, you milk drinker. All right. Guitar. Thunk, thunk, thunk. I almost blew myself up. Level Ultra, oh my god. Confiscate, enemies sometimes drop chests, or gun warrant infinite ammo for the first 7 seconds when you exit a portal. Yes, gun warrant is incredible. We just need to find a better weapon. Right, I do not have the other weapon that I need. How did you not die to one guitar hit? Golden shotgun. I think I need super bazooka still. I need something that can kill rooms and waves. Fish guy won't turn into a skelly, right? No, that's only melting. Okay, we're using ammo now. Whoa, 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 get out of there, get out of there. This guy's got a freaking SMG. And by SMG, I mean, plasma cannon. Okay. We accidentally opened the portal, but that's okay. No, I do not want a crown. Really, I'm looking for a super plasma cannon right now. Oh my god! It was so perfect! I don't know if you saw that. But this jerk here, the fly, spit one singular little silkworm at me, and it was traveling through the air, and it hit my rocket right when I shot it. One tiny silkworm blew me up. Oh my god, it was the perfect shot. We can do another fish run. No. Get back here. Go back. Go back to fish. That was a bit of a fast run, so we have to do another run so that people watching this on YouTube don't know if I'm gonna actually make it to like loop 10. Hopefully, you know, we do make it to loop 10, but it'll be later than you think. Sorry. Connie says, I was promised a hard run. That'll be next run. We're still on, you know, I'm still on fish meta right now. I'm still on the fish run. All right, so what lessons did we learn from that? I needed a better big weapon, something that's good for like killing bosses. So what would have been really nice is if we had something like a plasma cannon. We're not gonna kill horror with the grenade launcher, but I'm still gonna roll it anyways. Can I get in there? I can. All fished out. Man, I can't get over with how perfect of a shot that was. I was worried about that too, and that's why I had like a very open space. I was trying to be very like aware of my surroundings. There were no enemies on screen, no projectiles. I was like, yeah, I'm clear. What's your PB asks Gooseman. Gooseman, I have gotten to like loop 2, 7-3. I think I've made it to the throne fight, but I haven't been able to loop 3. And apparently in loop 3, there's new game content that I've never ever seen before. One day, maybe I'll see it. Maybe I'll get good scrub. Maybe I will get there and experience what loop 3 has on offer. I will take strong spirit. So I do not blow myself up with a super bazooka if that's the only weapon that shows up on the run. So I should really try to find the sewer grate and blow it up quickly, because there's no reason not to. All of the rads will still come to me on the level, so hit that. Since they changed that in this version of the game, rads will come to you from anywhere on the level and they'll go around walls and whatnot. They mean PB isn't peanut butter? I'm not a fan of peanut butter. Peanut bubber? I'm not a fan of peanut blubber. I don't like peanut butter that much. I don't like peanut butter on sandwiches. I don't like peanut butter and chocolate. I'm also not a fan of mint. I think mint is a very overused flavor. Cancel this man. Peanut butter makes instant ramen so good, says Connie. Can't you just like put an egg in there and that also improves it immensely? Crack open a cold one. Oh my god. Maybe stop walking into every single bullet. Maybe stop using... There was fire there. Maybe stop using the shotgun. That was just incredibly poor dodging. Mint ice cream is the best. I don't know. Something about the mint, I think just doesn't meld with my taste buds. I'm more of a basic B. You know, if I'm eating ice cream, I just want like a straight vanilla. Crunchy peanut butter, egg or two, Sprig onions, says Connie. You're gonna make me dinner now that you made me hungry, right? Yeah. What's in order after this game? Fake democracy shall decide, says Connie. We will poll, and people can vote for what they want me to play, and if it's more La Mulana, it's more La Mulana. Dun 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 malamanamana. Dun 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 lamalamanamana. How did you die so easily? That was weird. You know, I'm just gonna take this. Hard to run now. XZZXZ2 says I'm a cookies and cream kind of guy. I like cookies and cream, but I think it's overused slash I can't eat a lot of it. Something maybe about the like fake flavoring they use in goods. Maybe I'm just thinking about like Hershey's ice cream, or not ice cream, but their chocolate, which is just awful. But like cookies and cream tends to not be that good a lot of times. You have to get a good cookies and cream, I guess, is what I'm saying. Laser rifle, triple machine gun. I mean, we'll take laser rifle. Hershey's chocolate is reprehensible. It is, really. I do have a bit of a soft spot for those Cadbury Easter eggs, though. I don't know why. Those hard shell Easter eggs are so good. American chocolate isn't chocolate, says Connie. Yeah. Unfortunately, I live in America, so... that's all we have. No pizza. Oberwise says XZ2. I don't think I've ever seen that at the stores, but maybe I just don't go to the stores I need to be going to. Yeah, da-da. Surely import something about that though, ... yeah. More specifically though, I do a lot of my shopping at Costco, so it's just dependent on whatever they have in stock. You know, they're not gonna have everything at all times. They're not gonna have the same things at all times. They're gonna move their inventory in and out. Recently, I'm still upset about this. Recently, Costco changed their muffins. I've never been more disappointed. Instead of getting these nice big muffins, like in a 12 pack, you get like 8 muffins and they're really tiny. Wait for it. Thank you. Did you get those Fat Boy ice cream sandwiches? Says XZZXZ2. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I do love me a fat boy. Second stomach would be nice, to get back to strong spirit faster. Boiling veins. We don't blow up that often, as long as it... Oh, they did what to the muffins? They changed the muffins! Because previously, they would have muffins in trays of 6, and you could mix and match. So you could get 6 of one type and 6 in another type, and you buy 12 muffins at a time. But now they changed it. You get these tiny muffins, and they're all just one type, so you can't mix and match anymore. Second stomach, recycle gland. Gamma guts, boiling veins. I think second stomach. Jaxipan says, I prefer the its, which are apparently a West Coast thing. Lenore asks, hey Abe, if you had to pick one, which mutation would you rather have IRL? Like from Nuclear Throne? I would have probably boiling veins because that's like superhero quality mutation right there. Immune to explosions. I would be the best suicide bomber. Or maybe the worst suicide bomber, I guess, if we wanted to get technical. Sounds painful? Yeah, but it doesn't, you know, I guess it says it doesn't kill you. It doesn't say it doesn't, well, it doesn't hurt you, right? Well, it hurts you up to a point. It hurts you up to about half health. So here's the question. For a human, what is half health? Although I have to also say, second stomach is also pretty good. Double healing, better medical attention. I don't want any of these. I'd say strong spirit, but you know, you only get lucky once. And just like in Nuclear Throne, if you have to use strong spirit, you might already be dead. Extra feet, I'll take extra feet. I have been taking this more and liking it more, so we'll give it a go. If I take a recycle gland IRL, I would just be vomiting up bullets all the time. Well, I'd have to be shooting people to vomit up bullets, which is probably not when you want to vomit up bullets. I could take back muscle and just be like the world's strongest man. Well, no, I would only be able to double the amount of whatever I could carry, which still doesn't make me the world's strongest man. Safest would be stress. Yeah, but that only benefits you if you're in the middle of like a gun duel with someone. Basically, just never stop firing. Ugh. Yo, lightning hammer. We have energy brain. Ho ho ho! You know, we might not even need the guitar. We would like trigger fingers though. These are not those. I guess we can take bloodlust. These are actually pretty poor. Bolt marrow could be good if we get like an super crossbow. 7 seconds of that is kind of nice. How would laser brain work? If you use one of those laser etching machines, you'd be able to do it twice as quickly. The man who always walks away from the explosions. That's the thing. You'd be the best stuntman. They'd be like, wow, how did he do that? I never tell you my secrets. I'm the world's best stuntman. You'd get all the ladies. Oh, that'd be sick. I don't know, bloodlust would basically mean you're a vampire. Telekinesis would also be a pretty good ability. Euphoria, you know, if you were eyes. You'd have all the broken bones. Well, no, only half broken bones. This is tough because I think we go bloodlust. I don't really want bolts. weapons, I actually would rather pick up a trigger fingers or long arms. I'd rather get both, but we can't get both. We're out of mutation slots. So do you take bolt marrow? No, I think you take something a little bit more generically useful and go from there. Although, it might not be the best idea to take a melee weapon because, as I have been reminded, there's a bug in the game where if you have a melee weapon, you'd get fewer drops. Because the game doesn't treat your melee weapon as having like an effect on the drop calculations. It treats it as having full ammo at all times. So it's pretty inefficient. And this is definitely not what I wanted, but we can take a last wish and re-roll it later, so I will. This is still probably better than the guitar, even though it sounds worse, because you don't get that kunk, 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 kunk. But we do one-shot enemies with the electrical arc from the weapon. I don't know, plasma minigun? Connie says, every time I watch this game, I wish for alternate floor bosses. Well, once you start looping, you get more bosses in the game, but yeah, alternate bosses would be nice. Kind of the problem I have with, not the problem, but you know, if you're playing something like Scourgebringer, there's no alternate floor bosses. Which is unfortunate. That's a mimic. I hear you. I hear you. Man, we've burned through all of our ammo already. Heavy assault rifle. Yeah, I'm not gonna take plasma minigun. Auto crossbow. Oof, now I kinda do wish that I had taken bolt marrow. Ha, this is a tough call. These are all good weapons. Hyper rifle's amazing. Auto crossbow's amazing. Lightning hammer's amazing. Double minigun, a little overkill. Assault rifle is amazing, though, the heavy assault rifle anyways. Might go heavy assault rifle, lightning hammer. The North says, I just feel like Nuclear Throne is a little bit small in scope. That's kind of the whole point of the game. It's meant to be a small, kind of bite-sized bullet hell roguelite. Probably not really roguelite, but... You know, I began to appreciate Rainbreaker more after playing it, where originally I thought, oh, there's not as much kind of content in the game as I was hoping for, but it doesn't have to have a lot of content. It can just be a good experience. Oh, thank God. Is the Throne's initial laser an instant kill, asks Connie? I have no idea. I don't think it is. Admittedly, though, I don't think I've ever been hit by it. It used to not be a thick laser beam. That was changed at some point in early access. It used to be actual V-shots, like just normal green bullets. But then it was changed to its own thick beam, I think for performance reasons. I don't think I've ever been hit by it. Oh, the problem is we don't have trigger fingers. So the guitar is faster than the lightning hammer, but it doesn't do as much damage. But that extra speed might be nice. Yeah, not having trigger fingers is a huge letdown on this run. I don't think it ever appeared, though. You weren't even... Oh my god! That dude wasn't even hit by the car, because he was on the same team as the car. Well, that's okay. Whoa! Did I accidentally swing this thing twice? How did that work? Oh yeah, slugger. Thank you. I think we made the right call sticking with the lightning hammer, but I don't know what kind of a weapon I would be looking for to work with gun warrant. I guess just like a normal plasma cannon, we'd probably still get a couple of shots out of it. Super plasma cannon's a no-go because it's too slow. Hey, get out of here. Nope. Get out of here, I.D.P.D. It's so slow getting through even this floor. Good God. Dibs not it for science. Look, we're not gonna make it that far in this run, in this loop. If we did though, I would get hit by it, for you. Oh, okay, yeah, there's no way out of that. I just don't have the firepower because we didn't get trigger fingers and we didn't get any bigger weapons. Still, fun run. Rip to gun warrant, not really doing anything for us. I should have opened up with the assault rifle, definitely, but rip to gun warrant, not really having anything to work off of. Oh well. Oh yeah, Connie wanted to see a hard run. I forgot about that. All right, hard run. I'm gonna play as steroids. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so this is hard mode. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I will take double laser pistol. Okay, I'm out of bullets. I have more bullets now. There's the I.D.P.D. Have you figured it out by now? Basically, hard mode starts you looping, but you have only revolver as your starting weapon. I'm steroid, so I have a second weapon. You know what? Laser brain. You also have to start fighting loop bosses. Like, when you enter the sewers, you have to fight the boss Mom. So, why is that problematic? Mom heals over the course of the fight. You have a revolver that you have to use to kill Mom. If you don't do enough damage, she out-heals you. So yeah. Also, the weapon quality that you get down here, We're not gonna get like super plasma cannon. We're getting revolver, shotgun, grenade launcher. Like we're getting the basic weapons that you start with the game with. So the crux of hard mode is that it gets easier as it progresses, because eventually it'll just be like a regular loop run. But it starts out where you actually don't have the tools necessary to really deal with any of the enemies. So, you know, once we progress, things will change. Maybe you just need to get good. Seems miserable. I'm starting to understand, says Connie. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's not designed to be fair. It's designed to be, oh god. You also start with no mutations, so you know, you're a level 0 character. You see how many freaking snipers there are? Because we're looping, there are also new enemy types down here. You know, the snipers normally don't appear on this level. Neither does Mega I.D.P.D man, who fires rockets. I hope he's dead. Nope, 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 nope. Bad idea. Like, I gotta get in there. I can't believe I survived. Okay. 4 HP in a dream. Throne butt, yes. I think we need throne butt just for ammo purposes, and then we'll take a couple of bullet weapons, so we'll have very good ammo efficiency. Oh, good, there he is. Hello, big dog bandit. Yeah, it's hard mode. It's hard.